Jerry had money, and he spent it the same way every night, flooding female streamers' live chats with gifts, watching their smiles bloom on cue. The moment the tips stopped, so did the attention. Another rich name replaced his. Jerry stayed invisible. He told himself the problem was obvious. If he were handsome, things would be different. One sleepless night, a message popped up in his inbox. Nothing but a string of phone numbers, and a promise: call this, you won't regret it. It screamed scam. Jerry called anyway. A few days later, he was riding a bus alone through Indiana, watching empty roads slide past the window. The hospital he arrived at looked forgotten, tucked far from anything familiar. Inside, a doctor studied his face like a broken sculpture. It's not your fault, the doctor said calmly. Bad genes, your parents passed them on. He explained how a few adjustments, bones shifted, angles refined could rewrite Jerry's life. Jerry signed the papers. Months vanished behind bandages and painkillers. When he was finally released, he tested his new face the only way he knew how. He walked into a bar. Across the room, a woman noticed him. She smiled and came over. Conversation flowed easily. Laughter followed. Then another woman joined them. Then another. Jerry drank, sang, danced. Midnight came and went in a blur. When he excused himself to the bathroom, the room spun pleasantly. When he returned, the bar was empty. The owner informed him the women had left without paying. Jerry stood there, realization sinking in like cold water. The face had changed. Nothing else had. Rage carried him back to the hospital. This time, he didn't come unarmed. The doctor raised his hands quickly. There's another procedure. He said, different, guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, you get everything back. Jerry hesitated, then followed. A hotel room, a phone call, a wait, a knock at the door. The rest of the night passed in fragments Jerry would barely remember. Morning arrived wrong, his body burned, his head throbbed, his temperature climbed. Pain ripped through him so suddenly he collapsed. Time lost meaning as his skin thickened, hardened, folded over itself until he was trapped inside his own flesh. Then it split. Jerry dragged himself free, gasping. He stumbled into the bathroom and lifted his eyes to the mirror. The reflection staring back was no longer soft, round, or familiar. It was tall, lean, muscular, striking. For the first time in his life, Jerry was exactly what he thought he wanted.